In the listening section, you will answer up to 47 questions to demonstrate how well you understand spoken English. There are 3 types of tasks.
Didn't the registrar say course registration opened this morning?
I spent all weekend preparing for the presentation, and then it got postponed.
Would it be possible to borrow your notes from yesterday's lecture?
The department just announced that next semester's field trip has been cancelled.
Why does the printer keep rejecting my student ID card?
I didn't realize the scholarship application required recommendation letters.
Are you planning to stay on campus during the winter break?
My research proposal was rejected because the topic was considered too broad. Are you still planning to go to the review session tonight?
I was, but now I'm not so sure.
Why not? I thought you said the exam was going to be tough.
It probably will be, but I've been working on this lab report for hours and still haven't finished it.
Can't you hand it in tomorrow morning instead?
Normally, yes, but the professor said late submissions would lose points this time.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I may just study on my own afterward if I still have energy left.
Why is the man considering missing the review session? What does the woman realize during the conversation?
Did you see the note Professor Harris posted about the research proposal?
I did, but I'm not sure I understood it completely.
Same here. It sounds like we don't need a full bibliography yet.
Right. But we still have to explain which kinds of sources we plan to use.
So more like a research plan than a finished paper?
That's how I read it. She probably wants to see whether our topics are realistic or not.
That makes sense. I guess I should narrow mine down before submitting it.
Definitely. Yours sounded interesting, but maybe a little too broad.
What are the speakers mainly discussing? What does the woman imply about the man's topic?
Before we move on, I want to clarify the plan for Friday's economics lecture. Instead of introducing a new chapter, we will examine a recent article about housing prices and interest rates. You do not need to memorize the statistics in the article, but you should be prepared to explain how the author uses them to support the main argument. The article is already posted on the course website.
What is the announcement mainly about? Why does the professor mention the statistics in the article?
When people imagine black holes, they often think of giant cosmic vacuums that pull in everything nearby. But black holes do not actually suck objects in the way a vacuum cleaner does. If the sun were somehow replaced by a black hole of the same mass, Earth would continue orbiting almost exactly as it does now. The difference is that we would no longer receive sunlight or heat. So why are black holes considered so dangerous? The answer has to do with density and distance. A black hole contains an enormous amount of mass packed into a very small area. If an object gets too close, the difference in gravitational pull between one side of the object and the other can become extreme. Scientists sometimes call this effect spaghettification because the object becomes stretched out. Another common misunderstanding is that black holes are impossible to detect. In reality, astronomers often identify them indirectly by observing how nearby stars and gas move. In some cases, matter falling toward a black hole becomes extremely hot and releases powerful X-rays before crossing the event horizon.
What is the main topic of the talk? Why does the speaker mention the sun? What does the speaker say about spaghettification? What does the speaker imply about black holes?